25.
Your content will begin shortly. Thank you for watching
NTICO 25.
Your content will begin shortly.
Hey, what's up? Playing Dark Souls. Anyway,
Hey.
we are switching to easy mode.
All right. So, easy mode in this game is basically using rapiers as piercing damage is the strongest. However, I do have a single request before you actually switch over to that. You don't have to switch to a rapier if you would prefer. You have that that's sitting in your inventory. If you want to give that a try, you
Astok?
No, actually, there's something called a Grand Lance that's stored in your item box, right next to that hammer.
Yeah.
Give that a try, see how it feels, and also take off the shield. Give some of its moves a try before anything.
Okay. So I'm guessing the want is to two-hand it.
Yes.
You've been
Well.
Right. Cannot afford.
Suit yourself.
Yes. Just as well, there are a couple rings that I'm going to have you go find before we continue on with proper. One of them is located in No Man's Wharf, and the other, we just need to talk to an NPC a few times.
Okay. So, No Man's Wharf?
Yep. Let me try and find its exact location, so that way I can describe it to you, because every time I try to look for it, and then I just randomly come up with it.
Okay.
Or you're just one-shotting everything? Almost.
Basically.
Yep. So thrusting weapons have the benefit of not having the bullshit that you were worried about.
The
the lock issue. So you can log on to them, and it'll almost always go in front of you and hit the target. Greatsword just has that issue, and I was testing out.
Oh god.
I was like testing it out the other day, just to find out like what the issue was, and it is the lock specifically.
Okay.
Okay, so hounds, Lucatia with Mira, 2 hounds, Dark Dwellers area.
There's an item there.
If you want, feel free to go after it. You've already beaten this area, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Let's see. How's that Century? Gadland. Where's Sword?
Is it weird that I really vibe with No Man's Wharf, just aesthetically?
No, not really. It's a nice little pirate area.
Wait, did I just parry with this? Oh!
Shoot that.
Forward shove.
Don't know if that's a parry or not. The Greatsword can parry. You know that.
Now that's an attack.
I think it's along this route that you're. It's behind a breakable wall.
Ah, shit. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go up.
Okay.
Soul of lost undead. Yeah, come after me, big boy.
I think you can just drop onto that guy if you fast.
Right.
Close it. You really showed him who's boss.
Absolutely deserved, honestly.
Soldier's ring. The left of the chest, stable wall. Fragrant bench wheel. In the wood. Two throne. Sleeping gate. Oh. Oh. Is that what they're actually called? Varangians? I've always pronounced them Vengarian.
Ooh, what does it mean by nullify human effigy's effects?
So, as of right now, you are completely immune to being invaded.
Okay.
or invulnerable.
So so it just lets you be invaded.
Correct.
Not entirely, but more for what I'm asking.
Yes. Stops you from being invaded because this game made it so that way you don't actually have to have the dead boss be invaded. Killing the boss gives you that effect for half an hour.
Ow. Bitch.
Just as well, you can summon Gyrant.
Aragian shield. Wait, no, this isn't. Man. I forgot where the little torch bro is. I'm sure I know he's around here.
He is across the bridge walkway and you should be able to see his light from even here. Oh, no. Guess that.
I killed him too much. No.
Nah. Oh, there it is.
There he is. Biggest bright spot this side of the Earthen Realms.
It's Torchy.
It's Torchy.
So, I know it sounds a little counterintuitive. I would like to see you trust your armor. And I know that doesn't mean much, but basically, instead of blocking, just let your armor regen and let your armor take the hit.
I'm pretty. Okay.
How you feeling about the way?
Eh.
Meh. Okay.
A neutral.
All right.
It's
Sorry. Continue.
it's working.
Okay.
For what it's supposed to be doing and what I want, it's working.
All right.
Like, still a really strong weapon, and I'm not worrying about bonking on everything.
True. Very true. Oh no! Ooh,
What the fuck?
that is unfortunate.
I call hogwash.
uh, I can't really say much to that other than when you're throwing yourself off a cliff, you technically have momentum. No, that was just unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. I'm getting a bar of chocolate to console myself.
Could you pause and take a look at your player status real quick?
Yep.
Okay. 218th. Okay. I am taking a look at your soul memory right now, just in case. So that's soul memory is the total amount of souls that you collected on this character at all. So in case I want you to summon me for like, in case I have a really hard time explaining something or you actually need help, that way I can level up my character to be around where you're supposed to be to help out.
Okay.
I will probably never use the full ass what's that, soapstone. Probably just end up using the small one. Would you like to try the S-Talk out? It doesn't hit as hard, but it uses less stamina.
Brain freeze. Brain freeze in the back of my throat.
Oh, you just take a sip of slushy?
Yeah, how does that make sense?
That's usually how I dealt with it. It's like, I hardly ever had like an ice cream headache or whatever. Always, just my throat got extremely cold, and it started to hurt. Okay, so the S-Talk appears to be one of those few weapons that sweet spot. Or you just deal more piercing damage to the big guys than the small ones. Okay. So, go ahead and finish these two off. And then instead of going back up again, head back down the stairs and then turn left through that one spot that you wanted to avoid. Yep. So your best action here is going to be to like alert the dogs and then get them to run towards you. So that way you don't have to deal with the archer. Shit. Okay, that was my bad. That is my bad.
I don't think this is gonna be a finished game.
Yeah. Mostly because I try to think about what you're doing at the current time, and then you switch to something else when I suggest doing a thing that complements what you're trying to do at that current time. Like, I say that the lock-on is your issue, and I suggest switching to something that doesn't deal with the lock, that circumvents the issues that we were having with the lock-on. Stop using lock-on.
I just don't think this game's very good. Like it's definitely I'm not good at the game, and that's fine. I just don't think it's a good game.
Yeah, no, I see it. It is very different when it comes to a lot of the Souls mechanics that people are like used to from the first game.
So these things right here are barrels of oil?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you like roll into it, you're able to like create a puddle of oil. Oh, nice. Cool.
You bitch. Anyway, into this building.
On your left, for this guy, the rest of these guys are going to be like drunk, sitting, sleeping at the table. So you should be able to aggro them one at. Do heal up before that though. Okay. There's a chest right here. It is safe. And then I believe it's in this the right. There should be like a bunch of no. Actually, there's some shelving that you can break for an item behind it. Okay.
I just heard Torchy breathe.
I believe this one.
Trapped?
Yep. Or no, not tracked. Save.
Power, and Titanite Shard.
Okay. Ooh. From what I remember, it's inside a building. There are several jars surrounding a section of wall, and that section of wall is breakable. Right here. This is it. So those are poison jars, so be careful. So, double check it. Yep. And then this section of wall to the left, breakable. Side there is a Titanite lizard, a ring. To the left, sorry, the unpatterned one. Hell yeah. Alright, everything in here is all good. So this ring is the equivalent of Havel's ring. It gives you a boost in equipment load.
Okay, so what ring am I going to be replacing it for?
Ring of Blades. That should boost. So now, check the setup that you were using before with the Drangleic sword and the shield together. See if you have. Okay. So it's not her. But oh well. If having the shield gives you peace of mind, that's just right. I'm glad you're not afraid to use items. If this were me, like just starting out.
Torchy, I swear to God, I don't want to have to kill you.
Well, you've already gotten the item, so feel free to.
Tochi, why?
Pick up his torch and honor him. So yeah, oh boy. If you want to just head straight back to the bonfire, you're able to.
You know what? I'm just gonna homeward bone.
Okay. Sounds good.
No need to risk.
Alright. So, next ring we're going to try to get, the Ring of Steel. That, we simply need to talk to Lucatiel in 3 of her locations. We've already spoken to her once, No Man's Wharf, so we're going to head over to Lost Bastille and talk to her there.
The Tower Apart or Exile Holding Cells?
Tower Apart. With this, you'll actually have a chance to get some Twinkle Titanite from a Pursuer over here as well, if you desire.
Well, all that twinkles is not gold, but I've never known stars to shine less.
I'll take that as a refusal.
I don't know. Oh,
So go ahead. Yeah. You're fine. You're fine. Follow that. Go get the item over there. And then through these windows. Down there is where you would fight the through this window. And that means to your right, that barrel can be pushed down to explode. There are several dogs below you. Oh, just running, basically. Good enough. Okay. So, the Pursuer will not aggro unless you made that chest.
crap. I can't get out.
Uh,
I just realized I have enough souls that I should probably invest in some more life gems.
Probably, but as of right now, you'll be just fine. More than likely. Fireball! Okay. Well then, go ahead and either you can head back, or because you've already cleared out the enemy in between here and there, go back out onto that like little bridge thing. To the blue. Yep. There. Roll into those barrels and open up the door. Should be Lucatiel right.
I thought that might be you. The longer I am here, a wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused? Ah, yes, I have not. This is for you.
Human
Of
effigy.
course, Our land of Mirror is surrounded. There is only one way up. My family had little with 2 things. I was raised. Life was hard, but I had swift success on the battle. And then I... Have you heard of the undead? An undead finally, he turns, and a hollow one can skirt this wicked, assuming, of course, I can only... I'm sorry. I suppose I've grown... I'm sorry.
Nah, you're fine.
Yep.
Bucket.
Antiquated. You know what? Fuck it. Since you're already here, let's try from it.
Try for what?
We're gonna try and unlock McDuff's smithy and his bond.
You know, that's the second explosion I've tanked to the fucking face. Gold pine resin.
So there's a barrel right in front of this guy that you do not have to destroy. Yeah, it's fine. It'll reset.
So, why didn't I want it destroyed?
If you roll it down, that big crack in the wall right there is a bonfire right behind it, and that unlocks the Smith McDuff, who sells large titanite shards and allows you to infuse your weapon. Unfortunately, the key that unlocks that spot is not found until after the after the room ends. Not a big deal,
Gotcha.
but we already got what we came here for, which was talking to Lucas. Alright, I need to go help Mom with something, so I need to get dressed real quick.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure how long we'll be gone. But if you feel like you would rather have a dex build where you dodge rather than shield, feel free to switch up your.
Okay.
Till then, feel free to explore a little bit.
Okay. The Pursuer.
see. Shape Oh, dear Flame. Flame, I'm Macduff the blacksmith. So, right now. You've got stone. Give me stones. Flame. I... Flame. Dear Flame.
You? Thank you kindly. Bearer, see, lest this.
Alright. Okay.
What's up?
So,
So I opened McDuff's workshop and got the bonfire for that. God.
well,
Those guys really wanted to die. Yeah.
yeah.
I had less souls than a
So
level up, so I'm fine with that. Anywho.
Alright. If you want to, you can go back and get your souls, or we can head to Lucatiel's next location.
Let's go to Lucatiel.
Alright, so I'm going to head over to the Earthen Peak. She is actually near the first area.
Well then.
Alright, so if you turn around, head out through the Covetous Demon's room.
Hi, you should die.
So, take a look at the room, the lower room. Do you see that staircase that leads down into like poison?
Yeah.
That's where we're headed. Down that staircase into the poison. Everything but that is about almost. So just try to jump all.
Wait, I have to go from here to that lower platform over there.
Yes, you do not have to jump, however, you can simply walk down to it. There is a set of ladders that will take you down. Unless you want to make the jump. And you got a mannequin on your back. You're going to be heading down through the swamp, and then to the right. And there she is.
Still on the... Sorry, this is for you.
Ring of Steel Protection plus one.
Curses. I am frightened if everything should... I had an older brother. He became the most decorated. I never even... In fact, I never... Then... What? Now I'm certain. If only someone... My brother must have come. Soon I may forget. If only my brother... Soon...
Alright, so which ring is this replacing?
This is going to replace your Ring of Restoration.
But no. My
Remember
my very mediocre heals.
This will be much better for you in the long run. Yep. There's only one place in the game where Ferroslot's tones are not completely beneficial. There it is.
Cool.
Poison bite. Okay, so that the two
What is this?
items,
Morsels.
it gives you more souls.
Cool.
But feel free to swap stuff around as you see. If it looks like you want to avoid being poisoned, put on the poison bite.
Are those
you
all
know
poison
you're-
jars?
Yes. So if you want to, you can just aggro him, and then when you want him in, then goodbye. It fucked it.
How are you so ass at your job, my guy? Oh my... Whatever.
Victory. Do you want to go see the Sunbro Covenant?
Oh, I know this place.
Yep. Good luck. Right here. Visit the Sunbros.
But they aren't even gods anymore.
You don't need to be a god.
Is there any benefit from me being in Way of Blue?
If you were to get invaded, if you survive long enough in the invasion, a blue sentinel will come and save your ass.
So
That's about all the benefit it is.
So pointless.
Yeah. Yeah. Because in all honesty, even though you will get invaded by normal people, even when you're hollow and stuff, chances of it happening are far less.
Hey, Saval. Thanks for showing up. Have a good night.
That's up. All right.
And so that's that.
Yep, that is about everything I can do to prepare you for the next type of pitch. Got a little bit of extra equip load and some more protection against it.
He looked like he
No.
just shat himself before dying.
He might have. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head. We specifically need to burn the windmill that this earthen peak is like centered around. There's a bit of NPC dialogue in the earthen peak that gives a hint what you're supposed to do, but it's so vague and stupid that it's interesting, but there's no benefit to going up there.
Damn.
I always thought there was something up there too, but no. Okay. So, our first challenge is going to be defeating the two mannequins that are right. Make that 3. So where that guy with the glowing spear is where the windmill can be burned at. So in order to beat him, you have to beat the two mannequins guarding him as well.
Bitch.
Yep. And don't feel bad about not being able to do it as effectively as you think. It is a perfect. It's isolated one. Alright, heal up. Wait for the other one to come back up. Beautiful. Cool. Now to kill the guy. And actually, you know what? Let's have a little bit of fun as well. Go. You'll have to light your torch at the bonfire right there. Be careful, do not rest at it. And so what burning this windmill does is Harvest Valley was used as like a burning place, but after they drilled too deep, poison started flowing out. So now they're pumping poison up to the boss room. And what this is going to do is it's going to stop the boss from being able to not only heal, but it also stops you from getting poisoned the entire time.
Cool.
Before you head up there, check how many throwing knives do you have? Okay, you have a few.
I
Go
have
ahead.
8 and 10 poison.
Okay. We're going to go grab an NPC. So head back down to like the spot where you killed the 2 mannequins, and go down the ladder. Alright, and then there should be an NPC summon sign as soon as you stop your humanity. Cool. This devotee Scarlet. So she was added not only because this area was considered very difficult, but she also has an AI thing where if you haven't burned the windmill, once you go up that ladder, she'll like stop and point at the windmill and like try to get you to go to it.
Is this the correct way I'm going, or?
No, but there is an item across here. However, just behind that chest is an enemy that's waiting in ambush. I think this is the pike. Yes. Okay. So now we just gotta go up and up and up. Yeah, no, you already burned the thing, so she's not gonna anymore. But that is in case new players need help, which you are a new player. Oh, and it also removes poison from various other spots on the map as well. She'll be. So the correct way is the opposite way. You can certainly try. Nice. Make sure you heal up. You do not want to go anywhere without having full health. Okay. Past all of these poison jars is going to be a assassin that drops in from the ceiling and a sorcerer on your right.
Threat eliminated.
So, down that hallway to the left is going to be getting you just above the boss room door. And then there are two hidden things. The other way is a trap chest and several poison jars. So in order to find an illusory wall, you have to just press the activate button a bunch of times. Say a bunch of. You only need to press it once. Anyway, save your bonfire. Hooray!
A petrified something.
Yep. That'll be it up here. If you want, you can go activate the trap chest, get what's in there. And by trap chest, I mean it's a mimic. Mimics can also be poisoned. Watch it, watch it. Victory! Dark Gauntlets and the Work. The Work Hook is one of the more interesting items of this game. So instead of doing any like physical benefit, it simply gives you a plus one of your stat. I think it gives you a plus to adaptability, and I think that specific like pool of thing heals you.
It does. That's great.
Cool. Now you have it unlocked permanently. It also like washes away any poison that you had on you.
Sick. Perfect.
That does it for the upper area. If you want to do any more exploring, feel free to summon this dude right here. He'll join you. He's a pyromancer.
Oh. I think Scarlet's gonna die.
Should be fine. So, do you remember the like fireballs that were raining down on you from earlier in Earthen Peak?
We'll say sure.
Okay. Then we'll say that we can go kill her ass. So, to the right, down this hall.
This one?
Yep. All the way at the end. Break those poison jars and secret wall. Yeah, see, Scarlet's fine. And there we go.
Spell quartz. Okay, this
Alright.
jester dude really needs to chill.
I don't think.
I open the door and all of a sudden, boom, explosion.
Well, that's just Jester Thomas. Anyway, you are ready for the boss fight. So, you know what? You should be doing fine. She is weak to fire, so Thomas will be able to handle most of that. And Scarlet has a healing thing that she can use. Well done.
Raise the sun.
All right, now there is nothing stopping you from getting this Vihander.
Yay!
Well, except enemies, but enemies are standing. It's an elevator.
Take me up or down though. I ascend.
Find out.
Haha! It's a skeleton.
Welcome
Fuck.
to the Iron Keep. What?
This is the one place I know about Dark Souls 2, and it's mostly just people doing PvP on the bridge.
Yeah. There tends to be a lot of PvP on. You know what? Head back and Souls.
Yeah.
We'll just bump up HP.
By the way, I went and tried to bash my head against the pursuer.
Yeah.
Vigor?
Yes. Unless you want to, like, more time in a row.
Actually. Catch fires. What is the benefit of doing vigor over endurance if they're both... Never mind, I see.
Vigor is just straight up health. Endurance is stamina, and you get a little bit of health.
Right.
You might have a Sublime Bone Dust, so check at the bonfire after you buy some more things.
Life gems.
Thank you kindly.
As is your want and need.
I don't think I do.
You probably do not. Just wanted to double check.
That's what I was thinking. All right.
The Iron Keep. Away!
To the Iron Keep.
Yep. So it's we can make our way slowly through this area.
Do not.
Yeah, it deals so much more fire damage than you think.
It probably deals as much damage as I think it should in Dark Souls 1 context. Oh. You
Welcome to Weebland.
suck. It's really stupid that they removed the iframes you get from being backstabbed.
I agree. Oh, beautiful. You may just have a career in Souls PvP yet. Cool.
So anyway, I started fencing. Right.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You won't get invaded a second time.
No, I was thinking, oh, the place that I didn't check, but I just realized I checked that before getting invaded.
Alright, so make sure you take this very slowly. The enemies will come after you in like small individuals, so just like try to burst them down after you. Now you have to worry about a second invasion.
Can these guys be parried?
I don't know. I've never actually tried. They've got to be parryable.
Oh no. The fuck was that?
It's a get the fuck off me. There's not much I could comment on. It's mostly just Armorer Dennis being Armorer Dennis.
If I die one more time to an NPC invader, I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna call that the hard limit. Because I could care less about the rest of the game. Truly. I'm not invested, and it doesn't. And it. I appreciate you trying to show me the game. I appreciate the time you're spending in order to help me have fun play this game. It is not a fun game. And I'm not even as invested in it as I was in Dark Souls 1.
Okay. I understand.
So this is where I'm going to cut the stream, and there's going to be no more Dark Souls 2. I'm not coming back to it. I appreciate you trying to get me through the game. I'm just not having fun. Through no fault of your own. Please, for the love of God, do not feel like this is a failure on your part, George.
I will feel like it's a failure because we didn't even get to the Zweihander.
That's the game and not a you thing.
Oh, well.
Well, I don't know what to do now.
Well, let's see here. you could do more streaming. When was the last time you did anything for Sea of Thieves, the Monkey Island thing?
I did end up finishing Sea of the getting everything with the Monkey Island stuff on Sea of Thieves. Last time I streamed Sea of Thieves, I was going through the Pirates of the Caribbean Tall Tales.
Gotcha. Then let's see what else. Did you want to try to get back into Indivisible?
Not tonight.
Okay.
I need to download Devil May Cry 4.
Understandable.
Alright. Either way, this is where I'm going to end this stream for right now. Give me probably like half an hour to figure out what the fuck I'm doing, and I'll probably be streaming more. Ta-ta.
Okay.